As we look into the latest in the West Asia war, Iran has threatened to attack UK's RAF Fairford after accusing the country of helping the US launch airstrikes on Iranian territory. In a statement, the Islamic Revolutionary Guard Corps said any military base used for attacks on Iran is now a legitimate target. It also appeared to warn the British royal family, referring to the British monarchy regime in its statement. The warning followed reports that a US Air Force B-1 bomber flew from RAF Fairford on Tuesday night. Flight tracking websites showed the aircraft heading towards West Asia. However, it is still unclear whether it flew directly to Iran or stopped at another US base before the mission. Now, RAF Fairford is a Royal Air Force station located in England's Gloucestershire. It mainly serves as a forward base for the US Air Force. American heavy bombers are often deployed from the base for operation in Europe and West Asia. Tehran claims that the US is relying on bombers based in England because its missile stockpiles had been depleted. The newly elected Prime Minister Andy Burnham has continued the previous government's policy of allowing US forces to use British bases for defensive operations. Just earlier this year, former Prime Minister Keir Starmer approved the US of Airbase for strikes against Iranian forces. At the same time, he reportedly resisted pressure from Washington to send British troops into the war. That decision has kept Britain in a delicate position. UK forces are not directly involved in the fighting, but allowing US aircraft to operate from British bases has raised questions about the country's role in the war. The UK government has also refused to comment on reports of American military operations. Responding to Iran's threat, a government spokesperson said Britain's armed forces, they were ready to defend the country against any attack. The spokesperson added that the UK's air and missile defences are backed by the Royal Navy, the British Army and the Royal Air Force, working alongside NATO allies.
Anyway.